the way I was able to overcome difficulties was by reaching out to people. It could be friends, could be family, could be a chance encounter, by doing some research and creating myself personalized programs, and by taking little action at a time, and those little action they add up, and in the end they amount to big changes. I have been through lots of ups and downs in life, and even when I was at the bottom, it's really difficult because you can feel so lonely. You may have people around you, but it doesn't mean that you feel really understood or surrounded by the right people. So lately I found that it's been really helpful to concentrate on, my environment, to make sure that I have the right people around me and things like that. That meant changing some of the close relationship that I had, and welcoming new relationship and new people, to make sure that I'm not necessarily dragged into some sort of toxic negativity. In the same time, not kind of falling into the toxic positivity, but kind of finding a balance that is acceptable, and then also focusing on self-care and my physical and health and well-being. That is really important. So make sure that I have good nutrition and do light exercise and just relax and things like that. Then working a lot on the mindset and the personal development, and also on more what you call spirituality, and understand more about the universe and about philosophy and things like that. So all of that for me have been extremely helpful to bounce back from really, really deep deep challenges. And things don't happen overnight, and it's taking time to bounce back, but it is possible. And even in the darkest time, if you can tell yourself that it is fine, not to feel good, because life comes with its ups and downs, and sometimes it's really, really difficult. But acknowledge your feelings and emotions at the time without necessarily judging them, and thinking about emotion like clouds in the sky, and the weather kind of keeps on changing. Some days it's cloudy, some days it's stormy, and then the blue sky come back, and the emotion are like that. And if you can acknowledge all those emotions without, if possible, without ruminating too much, and without kind of dwelling too much on the negativity, then things will pass a little bit more easier.
Oh, let it breathe, just be yourself.
the joy in everyday life. So every day is a new day, and every day, they can be little moments of wonder and miracles and magical moments. And this could be just looking at the blue sky, or a cloud on the sky, or watching some butterflies or birds or flowers. So it doesn't have to be big, really, or it could be just looking at the sunset or things like that. There is always a reason where you can rejoice, just even for one moment in time. And it is important sometimes not to think too much about too many things and too many problems. But again, it's easier said than done, and sometimes it's a matter of listening to a song that makes you happy, or can bring some emotions in you. So those are my little hints and tips about overcoming a challenging situation. So the specific advice that I would give to adoptees to explore the adoption situation and culture and things like that would be to do some research, and also to contact maybe other adoptees, and maybe part of a network of adoptees, and you'll find so many different type of people in those. So there might be some people where you feel closer than others, and in my case, I was very fortunate to meet the Belgian network of Korean adoptees, and so that led me to think that there might be a British Korean adoptee network. So when I first moved here, there was not such a thing, but I was at the time I was exploring things, and I stumbled across a post from one of our member, on the Holt website many years ago, who wanted to kind of meet with other Korean adoptees in this country, and so I contacted her, and a few months later I was invited to a big gathering of Korean adoptees in this country, and that was the beginning of everything for me. And thanks to a wonderful sponsor, over the years we were able to build a whole community, and we've known each other for so many years, and going through ups and downs and things like that, and having gone to trips abroad, and having had celebration, meeting with some of the Korean community in this country, meeting with on a more official basis for official visits and things like that. It's been beyond my wildest dream, and then obviously going to Korea for the first time through the World International Summer School, which was some sort of motherland tour that also helped me. And whilst I was staying in Ilsen, which is an orphanage for disabled people, I became curious about what the orphan situation was. And 2 years later, no, maybe 4 years later, I went back and I was able to do volunteering for 3 months volunteering for the disabled orphan. So that's babies, infants, teenager, young adult, and senior people. And really, by being in that environment, I really had to go over my deepest fears.
혹시 마주